Now, the death toll in China from the fast-spreading Wuhan coronavirus has jumped to 170. And in China, there are over 7,700 confirmed cases.
Well, let's have a look now at what's going on around the world. And in Spain, the number of new coronavirus cases has now jumped by 6,500 in a day to almost 40,000.
Here is a main road. It is usually packed. And there are 2 fucking cars. This place is empty.
422 people have now lost their lives, but the doctors warned that they are seeing people in their 20s and 30s who are very sick, and they said that the surge of cases was only just beginning.
It never stops. They're telling people to stay indoors.
Nobody wants vegan food until it's like the end of the world, and like now we have no food.
A quarter of the world's population is now living under some form of lockdown due to coronavirus. More than 3 billion people in almost 70 countries and territories have been asked to stay at home.
The time has now come for us all to do more. From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home. Households. That is why people will only be allowed to leave their home for the following very limited purposes.
How depressing. It's time to change the fucking tune. Hi, I'm the List Girl. Hi, I'm the List Girl. Hey guys, let's go here. Hi, I'm the List Girl, and this is my bucket list channel. A place full of discovery. Cultural discovery, creative discovery, skill discovery, self-discovery. My list contains 1,000 things I want to do before I die.
With my list, I set out to discover the world, discover new cultures, gain new experiences, new skill. Most importantly, I set out to discover myself.
What would you put on your list if you had one? If you had no limitations and an infinite amount of time and a pocket full of money, how would you change your story? How would you change your life? I'm the List Girl, and for a week and a half now, I have maybe 2 weeks now, I have been in self-isolation because A, I'm asthmatic and I cannot get this coronavirus, and 2, because I actually did start feeling rather sick about 2 weeks ago. Since the start of this isolation, I have not wanted to be unproductive, I have not wanted to lose the habits that I've created, and I have not wanted to stop doing the things that make me happy, and that is my bucket list, that is my habits, that's playing chess, reading books, spending time with my partner, with my rabbits, with my family. I do not want to let this affect my life, and I want to keep moving forward. And that is the energy that I'm going to be trying to put out with this video. My plan and what I have been working on for the past 2 weeks since starting my isolation is I've been trying to see and challenge myself to see how many bucket list goals I can accomplish during my isolation. Right now I'm working on 3 in particular. I forget the number, but the A to Z author challenge. I am also working the Rubik's Cube, which I will be catching you up on. And I have also been working on bucket list goal number 639 to find the old video games I used to play as a child. I will now jump back in time and show you the progress I have made so far. And I will then return to present me and tell you what I will do from here on out. So just before I isolated myself, I searched through Google for several of the old games from my childhood using descriptions of what I could remember. I have an amazing memory. I'd go as far as to say photographic, but it works mostly for visual. I am rubbish at names, titles, remembering any sort of words. So all I had was like video clips in my head of what these old games used to look like, and I attempted to use the descriptions of what I could see in the back of my mind in order to search for several of the games that I have lost. But there was one game in particular I just could not find. And so I go on the hunt for a video game that's been bugging me for years. Ignore my fucked up eye, I don't know what's going on there, but people tend to ask me quite frequently why I'm a vegan. Quite simple really. I care for my body, I care for the planet, I care for the animals, but also Hippocrates, my main man, he said, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. And so, this is my breakfast, by the way. So it has officially been just over a week since I posted this on the 7th of February, and it is the 15th of February today, and I have 0 replies. So what I'm going to try to do now is to look for more nerdy gamer discussion boards and chats and all those kind of things, and just copy and paste this post. I need to know! So I have found this one called Hardcore Retro Gaming, and it looks like people have been posting this year. So I'm going to try my luck at Hardcore Retro Gaming. And yes, that is me uploading a new video. Okay, so I have received a response to the second post that I made on Hardcore Retro Gaming. However, it's not the game I was looking for. This is what they said. Welcome to HRG. What you are describing sounds similar to Rattler Race. It's not it. That was a game included with Microsoft Entertainment Pack 2, which came with older Microsoft systems. If it's not that, do you know for certain that it was a PC game? And was it overhead 2D or were the graphics in 3D? So I am now going to respond and then wait some more. This is driving me insane. I'm afraid this isn't the game that I am looking for. Is it possible to add an attachment? It is. Maybe I should draw what is in my head. This is going to be really bad. Something like this. Keep in mind, I was around like 5 or 6, maybe 7 when I played this game. Like, this is all that I remember. This is so frustrating. Okay, let's send this guy this picture and see what happens. I finally got it to work. What I did was I made a tweet. Well, it's up there now. And then I used the link address of that picture and added it to the fucking response. And that worked. And now it's there. And I wait. So I look like shit, but honestly I'm just too excited. So after I posted the picture, the guy was like, he re-quoted my picture. He was like, this concept does seem very familiar to me. Are you sure this was a Windows game? i.e. consoles, handhelds. Definitely not giving up yet. Oh my god, this guy! Or girl, I don't know, but like, so close. You guys have no idea. This has been bugging me for years, and I am so close. I am just so grateful for the World Wide Web right now. So close. I have a bucket list, which is what my entire YouTube channel, website / blog is all about. And I'm trying to figure out, it's taking me like 5 minutes to figure this out, ways to accomplish some goals off my list without leaving my house. I'm writing an entire blog post about it, so if you're interested in if you're currently self-isolating, or your country or city is in lockdown and you can't really go anywhere or do anything, then why not head over to that blog post? I'll leave it in the description below. Yeah, so I'm currently working on bucket list goal number 235, which is the A to Z author challenge. I'm currently scrolling through my list on Goodreads of the books that I want to read, in order to come up with my A to Z list. Basically, what an A to Z author challenge is, I feel like in my head it's rather self-explanatory, but if you don't understand, I shall explain. Basically, you read 26 books in alphabetical order in terms of the author's name. So for example, the first author I'm going to be reading is Alex North, I am actually currently reading Alex North. I am about over halfway through. I will then be reading Bram Stoker, famous Dracula. I will then be reading Christopher Ransom's Haunting of James Hastings. I will then read Darcy Coates' The Carrow Haunt, and so on and so on. The author's name has to be in accordance to the following letter of the alphabet, if that makes sense. I will now continue with my planning of my book list, and I will then today try to spend some time getting through Alex North's The Whisper Man, because it is actually really good. Like from start to where I am now, just like constantly just boom, 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 boom. Like I'm in it, you know. I am fully into it. The thing about this whole situation is, yes, it's depressing and it's some scary times ahead, but you just gotta keep moving. Like, I am scared shitless, but you just gotta keep going on with life as best as you can around the perimeters and the options that you do have. As people tend to say, make the best out of a bad situation. There's now basically 2. Now it's 2. Every time my phone gongs, it means that it's a new hour. I have finally finished my list, and I've realised that the name starting with the letter has to be the surname, but I did first name, so if anyone asks, I'm just gonna say it's because I wanted to make it harder for myself. Right, up, right anti-clockwise, up anti-clockwise.
Number 1, solve the white cross on the bottom. The task here is to put together a white cross and align its edges with the right colored center.
Anti-clockwise, up, right anti-clockwise, up anti-clockwise. So we're very fond of it. I'm currently on step 3. Complete. And then I'll be on step 4. I downloaded them. Every time I pressed the applications to set them up, kept popping up saying you don't have an application for this, or this doesn't work on your PC. I don't know why. Maybe it's because games are outdated and it's a Windows 10. I don't know. But anyways, I found a website called PlayEmulator, or Emulator, whatever it's called.com, and I'm currently playing an old gold for me, The Adventures of Lolo, and I feel like I was much better at this game when I was a kid. Oh, you bastard. Here's another old book Goldie that I used to play, which I found online. Look at me killing all these demons. My grandma would be so proud. So, it's my lunchtime. And I'm still playing this freaking game. Turns out it's just as addictive as it was when I was 8 years old. Now that you're up to date, this is my plan to keep going. So far, I am, I'd say, about 10% into Dracula, which means that I'm very slow on this bucket list goal. I have recently purchased one of the old video games that I used to play, and I'm going to enjoy playing it thoroughly. I have already played a lot of the old video games I used to play, and I've had a swell time. And in terms of the Rubik's Cube, well, I'm not far off. So the plan is to keep going, to avoid the news as much as I possibly can, because that is some negative shit. I obviously will be keeping up with like the rules and the cases and the numbers, but that's the extent of it. I'm definitely going to keep watching motivational and inspirational videos on YouTube to keep me happy. I will keep moving forward on my goals, and I will keep you all updated. That is my lunch. So, I've been doing my daily Rubik's Cube practicing, because not only do I want to solve it, but I also want to memorize all the moves so that it sticks. And I want it to be like riding a bicycle, that next time, like even after I've solved it, later on in life I pick it up and I just know. So I want to memorize it and keep it, like, keep the knowledge with me forever. And so I've been practicing, trying to get used to it, and I'm back to my usual point, which means that I have 2 steps left, 3 steps left. My next steps are to align the top centers to the centerpiece. So like this, like the oranges are the same, like the top and the middle. I'm going to try and get the top and the middle to match on all sides. That's my next step. Then after, I'll be doing, I think he said it's the corners. And then I'll be finishing off the top. And it's usually at this point when I try to follow the algorithm that I fuck up and I have to start again. So I'm gonna try not to do that. I didn't fuck it up, but I also didn't change anything. This is gonna take a while. Okay. Yes! Sorry. Just. Yeah. So close, so close, so close. Just the edges now. Okay. need to start again. Turn the face. Georgia, come here right now. Georgia, come here right now. Come here right now.
What?
I literally have one thing left to do.
Really? Oh my goodness.
I have solved the fucking Rubik's Cube!
Holy moly. You did it! Wow. Shoney got it done it! Shoney got it done it! Now let's mess it up and start again. Well done. I did it! I did it!
Oh my god, I get to get off my list!
And she's mine!
Oh.
Well done. Well done. You deserve some chocolate.
Ooh, good shout.
Did it! Now you can work on speed and try and get as fast as your dad was.
That is the plan. I'm still gobsmacked. I just did that. And so, with that, take that one off my list. The amount of video games that I played these days, despite it still being quite a wide variety in terms of categories, they weren't as wide a variety as they were when I was a child. These days, practicing minimalism, I stick only to my absolute favorites and the ones that bring me joy and the ones that I just cannot part with because they just hold way too many memories in my heart. Whereas as a kid, I used to play everything and anything that I could find or get my hands on or that I thought was just interesting. Let me take you along a journey of the video games of my past. Begin with the creme de la creme, Tomb Raider. It wasn't the first game I played, and it surely isn't the friggin' last, but it was and very much still to this day is my favourite game of all time. My cousin and I would play this every single time we were together between the age of 7 to about 12, and it took us that long to complete Tomb Raider 2. She was the brains, I was the courage, and what I mean by that is she'd figure out the puzzles, I'd fight all the baddies and do all the scary scenes, swim with the sharks and the crocodiles and all the things that brought us terror. I own, still to this day, all the Tomb Raider games, at least the originals anyway, and I still play them, and I'm actually really loving this goal because at the moment I'm currently replaying Tomb Raider 2 like from start to finish, and it is bringing me so much joy. Just so you guys are aware, the last time I played this game I left off on the level that I hate the fucking most because it just scares the absolute shit out of me. Oh, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I don't wanna do this, but I need some footage. I really don't want to do this. I've forgotten how to swim as well. I swear the second I see a shark, I'd be like, nope. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going, you know. Fuck off! Where am I supposed to go? Shit, shit, shit. I literally have no idea. Well, that was that. There will be several times during this episode that I must give you a heads up. I will probably scream. off! Are you shitting me? Are you actually shitting me? It followed me. Are you fucking kidding me? No, 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 no. Fuck off. No. No, 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 no. Are you shitting me? Are you actually... Are you... What? Both of them! No! Ah, you bitch! Oh, what? What kind of fuckery? What am I supposed to do with... I feel like I'm 10 again. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Fuck off. Just in case they do. Fuck off! Leave me alone! What a fucking joke. Now I gotta try and aim because I keep fucking failing to fucking get in here. Leave me alone! I will do this. Do you know why I'm going the long way around, but hey ho. Bye, motherfucker. Right, I'll have to do. I'm really worried it's already come in here and I haven't seen it. Fuck. Yeeks! No! I missed it. I'm so close. So fucking close. Yikes. I did it. Oh my god, I did it.
You did it.
Yeah, it's the scariest level / scene I've ever played, and it brought back memories. Then we have the very first games that I played. The first one having been Hercules, the PlayStation 1 game. I also played Thinking Things for the PC, Peter Pan: A Story Painting Adventure for the PC, and several other games from Microsoft Entertainment Pack. These were then followed by the PlayStation games. The PlayStation 1 was my very first console, and I just could never get off it. I played Crash Bandicoot, Rayman, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, Matt Hoffman's BMX, Tomb Raider 2, obviously Tomb Raider 1, Tomb Raider 4, Barbie Explorer, Barbie Race and Ride. Then after PlayStation 1, I obviously went on to PlayStation 2. I've always been a PlayStation fan, never into Xbox. I've never really given it a go, but my heart is with PlayStation. I ended up finding almost every single game, apart from one, and I'll touch upon that in just a moment. But anyways, I found them and I've been playing them, and it has been making me super fucking giddy. Replaying the games has been the highlight of this goal. They make me feel like I'm 9 years old again. It isn't just amazing that something can almost take you all the way back as though nothing has ever changed, the way that video games does for me, and it's a pretty amazing feeling. The games that I have found which I used to play as a child that I had completely forgotten were games such as King's Quest VII, Lilo and Stitch, Trouble in Paradise, Thinking Things Collection 1, Microman, Battle Chess, Hocus Pocus, Peter Pan A Story Painting Adventure, Rodent's Revenge, Lucky Luke, Haunted Maze, Chips Challenge, Adventures of Lolo, Prince of Persia, Resident Evil 3, Barbie Horse and Ride, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Soul Reaver, Rainbow Six. The thing that makes me sad, however, is that there is one game that I was unable to find. And I feel discouraged that I will probably never be able to find it. I searched all over Google. I even joined a really geeky video game forum online and asked a bunch of people to help me out. And a lot of them did, and nothing came of it. Funnily enough, I drew a picture of the image that was in my head and I posted it up on the forum, and people were like, oh my gosh, yes, that looks so familiar, but nobody knew what the hell the name was. And so maybe I'm hoping that if I put the picture up on the screen right now, somebody, anybody, please, in the comment section, tell me what this is. This has been bugging me for years. Honestly, I am well and truly ready to tick this goal off the list now, because I've basically found all of them but one. Because I know there must be someone out there, surely. This can't just be a Mandela effect. This game must exist. And I'm hoping that with this video, I can then come about learning the name of that fucking game. And with that, those are the video games of my childhood. So, let me give you all an update. Today it is the 26th of April. Coronavirus cases around the world are about to hit 3 million. In terms of death, we've had 206,000. So things aren't looking good. But in terms of my bucket list goals, I'm doing pretty good. I have so far completed the Rubik's Cube. I have found all the video games of my childhood, apart from one, but we have discussed this. And in terms of my A to Z author challenge, I have finished The Whisper Man. It was amazing. I have read Dracula. It was slow as shit. I loved it up until about halfway, and then the story just started to drag on. That's why I gave it only 3 stars on Goodreads, so you can go check out that review. And then for letter C, I said I was gonna read Christopher Ransom's The Haunting of James Hastings, I think that's what it was called. But because I started to do a horticulture course and have gotten way too deep down the rabbit hole in terms of permaculture, I instead decided to read Carol Klein's Grow Your Own Veg, which was invigorating stuff. At the moment, I am on letter D, and I am reading Darcy Coates, one of my favourite horror writer, and I'm reading her book, The Carrow Haunt, and I am only 24% in the novel. So, still going pretty slow on this one. I have a long way to go. And the video is already half an hour long, so if you're interested in seeing if I get to the end of this one and how many more goals I complete throughout this isolation, then stay tuned for part 2.